Hi, welcome back to Biz Dev Weekly. I'm Kirsten Kloss here with Chris Hamilton from SalesToPay.com. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Kirsten.
All right, so what would you do if you could hear every single negative comment about yourself that anybody ever said? Well, guess what? The new world is changing, and nowadays Google and various other review sites online are basically facilitating the process that anybody out there who has anything negative or positive to say about you or your company can post it for everyone to see online. Very powerful, very scary, and a great opportunity for certain businesses. So Chris, maybe you can enlighten us a little bit on what you've found as far as online reviews for business.
Well, I think, Kirsten, what you need to look at is some of the statistics that are associated with it. And I'm not going to pull them off the top of my head because I don't know them at a precise level, but I do know there's a couple out there with 8 and 10 people do look at reviews online, make a choice whether to do business with a company or not based on whether they have a good review. Obviously, if they have a bad review, they probably would not do business with them. To your point, which is a huge ability to leverage this and use it in your marketing on a daily basis. And one of the things we found, Kirsten, we went online and we took a look around Calgary to try to find a couple of things. We specifically went into an area with companies that would never probably do business with us because it's not something that we play in. And we picked Calgary Tire or Tire Stores Calgary reviews. And it's interesting what we found. And one of the things that you will find is even when you're typing information in it, and let's pretend you're like a doctor or a dentist or something like that. A lot of times when you type a dentist's name in, first thing will be their name that comes up. The second thing in the Google results that come up after it are reviews. And that's how much emphasis they're placing on reviews now online. It is very important. And a bad reputation, you may as well just pack up shop, change your name, and start all over again because you will not get any business.
And
right?
you can be on you can spend all of your money and all of your efforts optimizing your website for being found online, spending money on AdWords, and if you do not have a 5-star reputation and someone else does, all of that money is badly spent. Mm-hmm. Chris, let's take a closer look.
Yeah, let's look in here. I have to look down, so I'm not disregarding anyone here. Mm-hmm. But when you look down here, as we go through this, one of the things that we've found is you start seeing, places for tire stores in Calgary here. You look at Fountain Tire here, a 14 out of 30. That is not a good score, right, by any means. You don't see any stars in here. You don't see anything in here. You see their next guy down. There's only 3 reviews. There's nothing down here. As you go down, you start to take a look. Canadian Tire Northwest Store, 3 out of 5. That tells me these guys are mediocre at best, right? Cal Tire, 2 out of 5. That tells me that they are bordering on suck.
But look. How many reviews does they have to get that 2-star rating? 3. They've only got 3 reviews. 2 of them were bad. Mm-hmm.
But how can you change that? I don't know. Find some happy customers and get them to actually review you online, right? And there is a process to do that sort of stuff. You can change these reviews from horrific to very good very quickly. And you know what? Think about it this way. People are coming on Google looking for stuff, product, services that you actually offer. And if they're seeing awful results like this, they're running away from you. One of the ones that we noticed, Kirsten, off to the side here was Tire Rack, the official site, which is a larger company that actually sells tires. 1,434 reviews and literally a 5-star rating right across the board, right? So, if I were to look at that, if I can purchase tires from someone like this, it would be in local with that kind of stuff, I would actually do that.
Yeah. So at Google, there's various review sites that are online, but the big one obviously is Google. Yelp is another one. Mm-hmm. These are all sites that basically people go and volunteer their time. Now there are ways. Chris, did you have any more thoughts?
I did actually. I just wanted to touch up on the point. So we went from this page here to actually the Google Maps page, and this is very intriguing when you look at this. The results come up here. You see this down here. There's a little red square that says 2. That's actually the Zagat. So So Google bought
Are you talking on the left there, Chris?
Yes. Hopefully people can see it.
Yeah.
The whole thing here is that's 2 out of 30. When you hover over that, 2 out of 30 is poor to fair. So Canadian Tire in Richmond, just around the corner from where we are, Kirsten, they have an absolutely poor rating when it comes to being a tire store. Next one down, Fountain Tire.
Let me just zoom into that a little bit there, Chris.
Sure.
That looks like something we really need to outline.
Absolutely.
Okay, so on the left, you're saying the 2 there. That's the Zagat score.
Right here, that's the Zagat score out of 30.
Yep.
That's a 2 out of 30. It is so poor. That is extremely poor. So,
Wow, and I thought Canadian Tire was a great shop.
There you go.
There you go.
So there you go. Next one, Fountain Tire, same thing. You hover over this. They're kind of fair to good at 14 out of 30, right? You go through a lot of these, and they don't even have scores on them, right, Kirsten? So, I mean, it's not bad. Big O Tires, on the other hand,
it just takes
23 out of 30. They're getting very good to excellent.
It just takes one bad review and it starts to make you look really bad on there. So it's really important.
Tons of these, right? And this is, think about it this way. Google bought Zagat, which was a rating. It was actually a restaurant rating service. They've applied it to businesses online. They spent a lot of money to buy that. They're incorporating that into their results. Guess where their emphasis is? Guess what is the largest search engine in the world? It's Google. So you know what? If you're not doing something about your reputation management online, you are going to fail miserably if people are putting bad reviews up for you.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if that influences your search results as well, if you have a number of positive reviews. I won't necessarily say that they're not going to post you if you have negative reviews, but the positive ones might get better rankings. But it's the impression. It's that first impression. Yep. People are just going to gravitate to those good reviews.
And you know what? Here's the scoop. You could be proactive around this sort of stuff. We actually have a process and methodology we use that is very proactive that'll actually allow you to capture 5-star ratings. Guess what? The other thing too is that it's said that people would start believing these things if there was at least 10 reviews online. It's not too tough to get to 10 reviews, but you should have a process in place, a continual process to go after that sort of stuff.
Notable again is that the second most popular influencer of buying decisions, other than friends and family recommending something, is positive online reviews. So it's very important to have those positive online reviews. Now, do you let it happen on its own, or do you actually invite your clients to do reviews on your behalf, or actually review your services? I'm not talking about fake reviews. I'm not talking about creating fictitious reviews, because I tell you what, Google, Yelp, they have systems in place that will slap you down if you have fake reviews. They will and they will blacklist you. You don't want to do that, but there are ways in which you can funnel your clients over to a very simple process to do a review on your behalf or for your company. If you can just invite them after they're happy and they've bought your product and they're obviously in positive frame of mind, they will then give you a positive review. And we have a process that we can assist you in focusing on all of those positive people, get them to do reviews for you. Chris?
You know what? My recommendation is you can hit our website, hit newlucid.com, and there's a reputation page on there. You can sign up for a free report, see what your reviews are all about, and it will give you a report. It just generates a report right for you off the website, so you can see exactly what's being said about you, and you can actually gauge, are you actually good or bad? So I highly recommend it. Go to newlucid.com, look up the reputation side of things. I'll pull it up right now. And Kirsten, do you have any thoughts?
No, I think that's basically it. First of all, find out where you stand, and once you, if you only have 4 reviews or 5 reviews, and 2 of them are bad reviews, that can be repaired. That can be repaired. If you have tons and tons of reviews and a lot of them are bad, obviously nobody can help that. You've got to do something internally to fix your problem. Chris?
Kirsten, if you could flip to the screen for the screen capture here. What you do, newlucid.com, go to the services section up here, and then you just go down to reputation, marketing, and trust, and click on here, reputation report card. Fill out this information when it comes online.
And and then I'll basically your name, your email address, your business phone number, and this whole system works based on a phone number. So what it'll do is it'll take your phone number, it'll scour the internet and try to find all of the reviews about you and your company that's listed under that phone number, and it'll return a complete comprehensive report that then you can use to analyze your current situation. Essentially a report card about your online reputation. It happens literally in minutes, and all you got to do is fill in your information on that site, and you'll get all that information back to you. Then afterwards, if you want, there's actually some further information in a course explaining to you, how you can actually improve your score or actually get a score online. So we offer all this information for viewers of BizDev Weekly for free. So check all that out. This is very powerful stuff. This is why we went on a little bit longer than our normal quick shows here, because it is a very, very powerful development online. It's as good as your credit score, is what some people say. It's going to be that's going to be what people are, what companies are going to have to really focus on, is getting their reputation report level, their 5-star rating up. So thanks everyone for joining. See you again soon.
Thanks.